Alright, let me ask you something. Have you ever watched a show, gotten attached to the characters, and then suddenly realized you might never see them again? That's exactly what happened to the cast of The Rookie. And here's the kicker, they actually filmed 2 endings for the same season. Think about that for a second. What does that say about the fragility of TV storytelling these days? It's wild, right? You're sitting there, acting out scenes, building emotional arcs, and then you're like, wait, we might not even get to finish this story. Now, I've watched a lot of shows come and go, but this feels different. The cast wasn't just worried about their jobs, they were worried about the story. Eric Winter, who plays the lead, said they shot an alternate ending in case the show got cancelled. That's not just a production decision, it's a reflection of how uncertain the TV landscape is. Networks are canceling shows faster than ever, and creators are forced to plan for the worst. But here's what I find fascinating, they didn't just film a random ending, they crafted a narrative that could stand alone. That's not just preparation, it's a statement. They're treating their audience like they matter, even if the network doesn't. And let's talk about the fans. Melissa O'Neil, who's been on the show for 8 years, said the reason they made it to season 9 is because of the fans. But here's the thing, fans aren't just passive consumers anymore. They're activists. They tweet, they organize, they demand shows they love stay on the air. I mean, do you think the cast would have felt that pressure if the show had a bigger budget or more prestige? Probably not. But The Rookie is a procedural drama with a heart, it's not flashy, but it's relatable. And in a world where streaming platforms are chasing hype over substance, that's a rare thing. It's almost like the show's survival is a rebellion against the algorithm-driven content machine. Now, here's a detail that really makes me think. Melissa O'Neil auditioned for 2 completely different characters before landing Lucy Chen. One was a cop, the other, well, let's just say it was on the opposite end of the power spectrum. But she chose the cop role because the dialogue was driven by personal journeys. That's not just a line, it's a blueprint for what makes this show work. The Rookie isn't just about crime, it's about people. And in a time when so many shows are obsessed with spectacle, that's a breath of fresh air. It makes me wonder, are we finally seeing a shift toward storytelling that prioritizes character over chaos? Or is this just a temporary blip before the next trend takes over? But here's the real question, if The Rookie survives until 2027, will it still feel the same? Will the cast still be the same people? Or will the show have to evolve into something else to stay relevant? I mean, even the most beloved shows have to change. Think about how Friends had to shift its tone over the years, or how Breaking Bad became darker as the story progressed. The Rookie's writers have already proven they can adapt, shooting 2 endings is proof of that. But the real test isn't just surviving, it's staying authentic. And that's the challenge, isn't it? How do you keep telling the same story without repeating yourself? I'm curious to see how they handle it. What do you think? Should they stick to their roots or take a bold leap forward?